course this semester. Our course is EL117, which is academic science. So, before we start introducing the video, I'd like to ask you about what do you think the course outcome or the needed outcome or what you expect you're going to learn in this course? Let's see.
And find information.
Writing?
Maybe writing for yourself.
You know, a CV, how to write a CV, academic.
Again, writing CVs, this is technical writing. Yeah, this is not academic writing.
Skilled writing. Maybe an essay.
Maybe an essay.
Okay.
So, this course is 4 credits hours. It's a prerequisite for the short story. It equips you to be able to write essays. Write for academic context, academic situations. That's why we need to stress on the mechanics of writing. Mechanics of writing from the very beginning. So we have this sort of PowerPoint presentation for introductory. We're starting from the building unit of an essay. Okay? As for the course course assessment throughout this term. Your course is divided into 50 marks for the final exam and 50 marks for the continuous assessment. This 50 marks is divided into this 50 marks is divided into 30 marks for the midterm exam and 20 for the tutor mark assignment, which is divided again into 1 tutor mark assignment or 1 PhD on LMS, the learning management system or education platform of our university, and another 2 in-class quizzes. One on week 5 and the other one on week 13. Okay? So this is for the 5 marks for quiz 1 on week 5, 5 marks for quiz 2 on week 13, and 10 marks for the support of the mark that sounds like research question, an essay that you need to research and find more information and write 5 paragraph essay. So the end outcome or the target outcome of this course is to be able to write 5 paragraphs. Here, instructions for okay, so let's start here now. And for the introductory session or introductory part about just the building unit of the writing. Just the building unit for writing anything. So our objective is to be able to write for academic purposes. And what's the building unit of any piece of writing? A word. Exactly. So the word is the building unit of any piece of writing. And what are the parts of speech? This word can be noun, verb, adjective, pronoun, conjunction, interjection. Okay? So in order to write effectively, and our course is about this, how to write effectively. In order to write effectively, you have to use a variety of words, variety of parts of speech. You can't write a whole sentence using nouns only or verbs only, and we can't write a full comprehensive sentence missing a verb, for example, which is the action for the whole sentence. the reader, or it doesn't give the reader any idea about where did you start a new idea, or where have you got old one, and this is what we call run-on sentence, and this is what makes you writing in. Okay? So, even punctuation marks that might seem trivial or something minor, these count in this book. So beware of them. Okay? So 117. Yes. So we have three types of sentences. Why we're revising this? Again, we're revising, refreshing your mind. I know you have studied this, but we are revising, refreshing your mind. Why? Because we need to start writing effectively. So in order to write effectively, you need to use a variety of sentences in your writing. You can write a whole paragraph with only simple sentences, or a whole essay using only compound sentences. You need to use a variety of the sentences. Why? Why do you need to use a variety of sentences? To make the paragraph how? By doing what? Arranging words. So if we write a paragraph with all simple sentences, what's the effect of this on the reader? Boring. Excellent. It's going to be boring and monotonous, and it's not effective. Okay? That's why we're revising different types of sentences and how to compose them. Of course, this is going to be repeated in your book for the editing, for the drafting and editing. But as I told you, I'm just giving you a hint. And of course, this, you will find this, yes, 117 on the element. You will find this on the element. So each sentence contains subject and predicate. Subject and predicate. Okay? Point one. Right here. Mary plays fish. What is the subject? Mary. And what is the predicate? It contains the action. They play fish. So we ask our son, who plays? Mary. This is the subject. Plays what? This is the object. So this is a simple sentence. So a simple sentence can be in any sense. It contains or it has independent clause. We went to class multiply them all the time. Here, we multiply using, this is an addition. We're adding a new piece of information. The first sentence. So if we're going to join these two together, we're going to use coordinating conjunction. Okay? What's the coordinating conjunction? And it's preceded by we should put it at the end of the first thing. Okay? And again, subject, verb, additional phrase, and the subject, multiply. Multiply refers to who? We. Excellent. Then, verb, all right, this is modifying phrase. Okay? What's the meaning of modifying? When I say, for example, an adjective modifies a noun. An adjective modifies a noun, meaning it describes the noun. An adverb modifies the verb or describes the verb. So, again, this is subject, verb, and complement, or subject, predicate. And this is subject, verb, and complement, or subject, predicate. Two main clauses joined together to compose a compound sentence. So usually here says, however. Yes, we can use, however, to join two main clauses and form a compound sentence. So in order to form a compound sentence, we can use a semicolon, we can use a coordinating conjunction like but and and. We have just studied this. And we can use a condition like however. Okay? So these are the three ways of compiling compound sentences. Semicolon. A semicolon is placed here between two main clauses. Like this example. I love living in the city. There are so many things to do. There are so many things to do. This is related to what? Living. It's in that city. So it gives more information or more relevant information about the first one. It gives more illustration about the first clause. Okay? So these two clauses are joined with a semicolon. Semicolon here means what? The reason. Excellent. So we can join using because. Okay? This is one main clause, and this is another main clause. And how we join them? Using semicolon. Also, we can use coordinating conjunctions, like but and and. Let's see this. He couldn't watch the show. So, he decided to take it. Where is the main clause here? The first one. Followed by and where's the main clause? The other main clause. And this is how we join them. So, and so gives a result. So gives a result. So, now we can join using another type or third type of coordinating conjunction. So, what are the coordinating conjunctions? But, so, and, so, however, yes. However, it's a transition. What's a transition? It transfers the reader from one idea into the other. That's why you need to use transitions in your writing to transfer your reader from one idea into the other. So, however, it's a transition. So, it's a okay, so coordinating conjunctions are and for addition. But and yes for and yes here means but. It comes in the middle between two main clauses preceded by a comma. Okay? Twice we use or no. Not neither nor or neither nor. Okay? This is nor means or. Twice. And also it's placed between two main clauses preceded by a comma. Okay? Now, if we are going to talk about clause, we use for as coordinating conjunction. But these clauses Okay? It's preceded by a comma. If we use because, no comma. No comma. Because it's not coordination number. If we want to express result, we use so preceded by a one. All of them. That's why to remember them, let's remember this. Fanboys. What's fanboys? It's an acronym. Acronym for what? F for for. A for and. N for but. Or yeah and so. So fanboys, these are the only coordinating conjunctions that are joining two main clauses, and they are preceded by comma. Okay? Easy? So let's move to the third way for joining conjunctions, which is transition. But before we move, remember, don't place a comma before all these coordinating conjunctions. So sometimes they are not coordinating conjunctions. Like here. This is a simple sentence. It's not a long sentence. When we say the Nicholas was beautiful, but expensive. Expensive. Is it a Nicholas? No. So in this case, this is a simple sentence. And in this case, no comma. Okay? And this applies also for or and but. If this or and but, yes, so, for are not, or each one of them is not followed by a whole main clause, in this case, no problem. It's just that we are digging on nonsense and we are reading and writing. Do we place a comma? We're reading and writing it down. Do we place a comma? No. Yes. This is my question. How to transfer this into a compound sentence? You answer. What's your answer?
The necklace was beautiful, but it was expensive.
Okay, so if we want to transfer this simple sentence into a compound sentence, we say, comma, but it was expensive. Here we have subject and predicate. Raise your voice again. Not a verb to be. The main clause is a full clause that can stand alone. It doesn't depend in its meaning on another form of the sentence. Okay? Like here. The Nicholas was beautiful. Full stop. The meaning is conveyed. The Nicholas was expensive. Full stop. Or it was expensive. Full stop. The meaning is conveyed. Okay? If we want to join, in this case we put comma and one of the coordinating conjunction, which is but. Okay? Or so, if we're going to use transitional like however, like nevertheless, like moreover, like therefore, like in addition, all these are non-conjunctions. These non-conjunctions are transitions. They transfer the reader from one idea into the other. But beware of punctuation marks. Beware that we have one main clause, and here this is a dependent clause. Okay? It can't stand alone because it might give another meaning. And here we're using long transition preceded by a semicolon and followed by a comma. Okay? I love practice. Okay? This is what full meaningful sentence, so it's a main clause. But if we say, I am practice, what do you get? When I come in the class and say, oh, I am depends on the main flow. Okay? And we're going to come more on this in our discussion. The third type here is third type of sentence is a complex sentence. A complex sentence, it contains one independent, one main, and one dependent. Okay? Like, Sarah can come to the meeting. Okay? The meeting, this is main flow. Because she's sick, can we say because she's sick and stop? Can we start because she's sick and stop? Okay? Or because Sarah is sick, can we stop? No. Even if you're going to start with because, you need to complete the meeting by using a main flow. So you can say, because Sarah is sick, she can come to that meeting. Okay? So because here this is subordinating conjunction. Subordinating conjunction that must preceded by a capital. No. And it joins two clauses, one main and one dependent. One independent and the other dependent. Okay? Like this example also. When I first moved to the city, see, we started with the when, which is subordinating conjunction. That's why we need to put a comma here. So if we start with because Sarah is sick, she can go to the meeting. But don't put comma in the middle if you are going to use when in the middle or can in the middle or because. Okay? So here, when I first moved to the city, I was afraid to see the nursery. Okay? So this is joining one name, one from meaningful sentence to another dependent. Okay? Using subordinating conjunction. Like when, so, and then. Okay? Sense. Sense we wanted to have fun. Because we started with sense. We went to the talk yesterday. Okay? So how did we join? We joined one, which is dependent, since we wanted to have fun. Is the meaning complete? No. Since we wanted to have fun. I'm listening. What are you going to say? This is what is needed. We went to the club yesterday. But in that case, we went to the club yesterday and so fast. So this is meaningful. So this is dependent. So it starts with sense. Okay? If we want to compose what we call compound complex sentences or complex compound sentences, okay? In this case, it would be like this. It would be like this. We have here, since we wanted to have fun, my friend and I went to the fun. This is one complex sentence. And when we say, my friend and I went to the fun and we went all night, this is what? Compound. So if we join them all together, we have complex compound or compound complex sentence. The first part is complex and the second two parts are compound. So it's going to be like this. We have, since we wanted to have fun, my friends and I went to the fun and we danced all night. This is how to compose complex compound sentences. So now, why we're stressing all the time? See, since we wanted to have fun, okay, my friends and I went to the fun, before the end. Before the end. Why we're stressing comma? Because a comma more that we find or we might find in an unimportant procedure might change the whole meaning. Okay? If we say here, is the marker? Okay. Let's write it here on the board. Okay? If we say, I want you to read this, okay? Who can read this? Raise your voice. A woman without her man is nothing. Okay? The meaning is complete. If we put a comma here, how are you going to read it now? A woman without her man is nothing. Totally different meaning. Because of a comma. Sorry? No, a woman without her, okay, man is nothing. Okay? Regardless of the rule, but it gives another meaning. Even the intonation, it sounds totally different. So that's why we need to take care, or we need to be aware of when and how we use punctuation marks. And I'm going to give you a little extra supplementary material PowerPoint about the power of punctuation marks and how to use them. Okay? So now let's start the paragraph. So, what's a paragraph? Now we know words. We know how to write words, how to choose different parts of speech using a variety of words, combining them together to combine a sentence with different types of sentences. Why? To write a sentence paragraph. So, what's a paragraph? Okay, excellent. Okay. And it contains topic sentence, supporting sentence, concluding sentence. So what's the function of each one? The topic sentence, it gives what to the reader? Exactly. The main idea of the whole paragraph, or the general idea of the whole paragraph. And what's the function of the supporting sentences following this? It explains, gives explanation and support. Excellent. And what's the function of the concluding sentence? The result or the summary, or a piece of advice, or a reflection, all of these. But actually, the concluding sentence, if we're writing a paragraph, a body paragraph is a whole, or in an extended long essay, this concluding sentence should bring the whole paragraph to a close by using a summarizing sentence, summary, or pave the way for the coming idea. Suppose we're writing an essay about different kinds of pollution. So we decided to talk about, for example, 4 types of pollution, or 3 types of pollution. Water pollution, air pollution, and noise pollution, or soil pollution. Okay? So at the end of the first paragraph, which is, for example, about water pollution, you can close your paragraph by saying the dangers of this water pollution and pave the way for the following idea by saying another major type of pollution is air pollution. So in this case, you close the body paragraph one and you pave the way, or you took your reader with you, then transfer him or her to the following idea. Clear? Okay. So let's look at this paragraph. We have a short paragraph, and I want you now to choose an appropriate topic sentence for it. The most appropriate topic sentence. You said that the topic sentence contains the main idea for the whole paragraph. Okay? So usually 90% the topic sentence comes at the first sentence of the paragraph. But sometimes it's in the second or even the last. Okay? But read? We need someone to read aloud.
Chocolate candy bars are my favorite kind of snack. Chocolate candy can be very sweet. A piece of chocolate candy is nice to eat after dinner. Chocolate candy has a lot of calories, so do not eat too much of it.
Okay. Now we come to these sentences. Who can read the first sentence? Okay, do you think this is a suitable topic sentence for this paragraph? No. Why? Because it's not. Excellent. Treating disease, this is not mentioned in the supporting sentences of this body paragraph, not even in the conclusion. That's why this is irrelevant topic sentence. Who can read the second one? Yes, please. So the writer here closed his paragraph by giving a piece of advice, and this is mentioned in the topic sentence as well. So it's a suitable one. What about the third sentence? Who can read the third one? And tell me if we choose number 2. So the third is not appropriate or suitable topic sentence. Why? Who can read the third one and tell me why? Yes, please.
Chocolate candy is great food for a meal.
Why is it not a good topic sentence? Okay, because it's a snack. The writer mentions in the supporting sentences that he likes it as not a meal. What about the fourth sentence, number 4? Yes, please. And after dinner, even. So it's a snack like after dinner and breakfast. This is a meal, and he said it's not a meal. It's a snack, exactly. So this is how you choose your own. This is how you choose your own topic sentence. Your topic sentence. Sorry. Asking yourself what I'm going to write about, and all the supporting sentences should be relevant to what you have decided to write about. Don't write any irrelevant sentence, because when you write any irrelevant sentence, we simply skip this, and in this case, your paragraph is not accepted. So you just inserted some ideas, irrelevant ideas to expand and widen your writing, and they are irrelevant. If you write irrelevant ideas, again, this is inaccurate paragraph. Okay? So if we look at this is not. Whenever you write, try to analyze or write an outline. This is an outline for your paragraph. Before you start writing, just draw an outline by saying, my topic sentence is going to be about so and so. Of course, in the actual writing, you can change or you can adjust, but keeping the main idea. You can change words, you can change order of words or order of details, but you have to maintain the main idea that you have decided to write about on the first topic sentence. So you're going to write each of the topic sentence, and then you're going to write at least 2 or 3 details, and finally, closing sentence. This is how to outline a paragraph. So let's read now another paragraph, and I want you on a separate paper to outline it like this. Okay? Now on a separate paper, read this paragraph and outline it. Where the topic? Where are the key details? And where is the concluding sentence? Yeah, start. Now. Okay. Okay. Now analyze. part. Yes, please.
The topic sentence is my hometown is famous for several amazing natural features.
Excellent. So the first sentence here is the topic sentence. And any topic sentence should contain the topic we are talking about or we are discussing, and the controlling ideas. The controlling ideas. What are the ideas that we are going to discuss as details? So here, where is the topic in this sentence? Hometown. Excellent. And where are the controlling ideas?
Of the home.
Excellent. Now, the main ideas here, we understand from this sentence that the writer is going to discuss natural features that cause his hometown to be famous. Excellent. So, who's going to tell me where is the first detail? The first detail discussed by the writer.
Talking about the natural features and the kind of them. The river. And
So this is the first one. Can you read this?
first, it is noted for the Western River, which is a very wide and beautiful.
Thank you. So this is the first supporting sentence. The writer here is talking about what? He's talking about the first natural feature, which is the river. Excellent. Which is what? Western River. And then, see, when he is listing, this is what we call listing. When he is listing, he is using first, also, and third. Okay? So this is giving a list. Or sometimes we can call it, this is chronological order. And sometimes it can be time order. But here he is listing. Okay? So this is the first one. And he is giving what? He's giving more explanation by saying very, wide, and beautiful. Okay? Wide and beautiful, this is one extra information about the first, which is Western. Now, also, the second detail. Who can read the second detail? Yes, please.
Which is unusual because it is.
Yes. Which is unusual. Which is unusual? This is giving extra information, more explanation. Why? Because it's very steep and giving reason. Okay? Giving extra information or giving description. Here he's giving description. Wide and beautiful. Here he's giving reason. So this is how you support your ideas. By giving description, by giving reason, by giving explanation, by stating facts, statistics, all of this. Okay? The third one. Ideas. And he is giving how he supports this idea. Give explanation by giving what? Describing, giving. It's not describing. It's not description only. He's giving history. Exactly. He's giving facts. This is facts about the tree. When you specify numbers, this is giving facts. When he says this is 200 feet. This is description with facts, with numbers. And when he says this is probably about 600 years old, this is again, I'm talking about its characteristics, its features, and its traits. And this is facts as well. So how you support your paragraph? By giving explanation. And how you support each idea in the paragraph or each supporting sentence by giving more details. These details can be in a form of description, fact, history, experience, reflect on it, and experience, statistics, all of these. And then we come to the exactly. This is the conclusion. Where we can see landmarks are truly amazing and make my hometown famous place. Have you noticed what's the relation between the closing sentence and the topic sentence? They are nearly the same. This is what we call restating. Okay, how to restate, how to bring the whole paragraph into a thought by paraphrasing or restating or saying in other words what you have already discussed or what you have decided to discuss in the topic sentence. Okay, restating of it. That applies for a paragraph, applies also for the essay. So this is the topic sentence. These are the details, 3 details, and this is the concluding sentence. The same is also essay. This is a illustration video that you can watch at home. It summarizes what we have just discussed now. Okay? Now we come to the essay. An essay should contain what? It contains what? Many paragraphs. One paragraph acts as introductory paragraph. And but acts as body paragraph. And so we have different types of paragraphs. Different types of essay. So an essay is a sort of piece of writing that requires you as students to apply different skills. And this is what we're going to stress on. We're going to study some skills of writing. Like, for example, being able to read and analyze. In order to write well, you have to read. If you don't have the needed information about the topic under discussion, you won't be able to write about it. So before you start writing, you need to read. And not any reading. You have to be selective. You need to select appropriate, relevant topics or appropriate, relevant reading that is related to our topics or epicality. And you have to analyze, being a critical reader. Analyze what? Analyze what you have read. Is it relevant or not? Is it practical or not? Is it reasonable or not? Okay? And then make comparisons and subtract. And also, you need to be persuasive. You need to be persuasive, and this is what we're going to study. We're going to study process analysis. This is the first topic or the first type of an essay that we're going to study. We're going to study a process analysis where you take any process and you analyze it into steps or stages. So this is the analysis. And we're going to study a cause and effect essay. Now we're going to list different causes or different effects for the essay. And also we're going to study argumentative essay, in which you need to be very persuasive to convince or persuade the reader to adopt your idea, your opinion, what you have presented, and to adopt your analysis. Okay? So in order to achieve this, you need to be concise. What's concise? To the point. Don't write irrelevant ideas. And you need to be so clear. You have to maintain clarity in your writing. And you need to explain and give details for what you have written. So we have 3 types of essays: short essay, 5-paragraph essay, which is our outcome of this course, and complicated essay. A short essay consists of 3. Which are? If we want to write 5-paragraph essay, it consists of introduction, 3 body paragraphs, and exam. So, if we look at this visual example of an essay, this is like an outline for your essay. Okay? And before you write any essay, you need to outline it. And this is your first assignment for next week. For next week, I want you to start writing a short essay. Short essay. introduction, one extended body paragraph, and conclusion. About any process, any how to make friends, how to raise kids, how to choose a major, how to keep fit, how to upload a TMA on the LMS. Any process that you choose, I want you to start writing a short essay. Introduction, one body paragraph, and conclusion. On the following week, you're going to expand the same essay by expanding ideas, by transferring this one short essay from introduction, one body paragraph, and conclusion into introduction, three body paragraphs, and a conclusion. So in the introduction, you write a hook. A hook, what's a hook? It's a starting sentence that captures attention of the reader. Okay? And then you tell the reader why you're writing about this. This is what we call background information. Why you're writing about this. This is your assignment. Okay? Before you write, you draw an outline like this. Okay? So, now phrases about what you're going to write about. The outline first, and then you write the short essay. Yeah, 1, 2, 3 details. Okay? So, here, you write that thesis, and in that thesis you are going to tell me what you're going to write about in the body paragraph. And give at least 3 details to support this idea, and then the conclusion. And in the conclusion, you restate the thesis. For example, we said we're going to write about the dangerous type of pollution that endanger or that is our community nowadays or our society. So your thesis should contain what the 3 types that you're going to discuss. Suppose you started by a hook, by saying our environment is coming in so soon. This is a fact. Everyone is going to be eager to read why our world is ending so soon, or why our environment is in danger. Why? This is a fact sentence at the beginning. And then you give background information. You give why you're writing about this. Because now you're afraid that this environment would be suitable or wouldn't set for your children, or wouldn't sustain to your children and have this welfare. It won't achieve the welfare of your children. And then you come to say the thesis. There are 3, for example, there are 3 main reasons, cases of pollution in our society. Or water pollution, soil pollution, air pollution are the most dangerous cases of pollution in our society. Because there is something called, for example, noise pollution. Overpopulation can be a source of pollution as well. Crowd can be a source of pollution as well. So this is why each one of you is going to write totally different essays. Because to each his own idea. To each one of you, your own idea that you are going to choose from. There are many forms of pollution, many types of pollution. You're going to choose at least 3 and make yourself focus on it. In expected essay, it's the essay that combines all together and write anything. Write about, here on the first body paragraph, you write about noise and water. And in the second body paragraph, you talk about pollution, crowd and noise, for example. Okay, so the ideas are not organized, and the writer didn't focus on specific ideas. This is why in the thesis you plan. This outside the plan. You plan. You tell yourself that I'm going to talk about, or I'm going to focus my research on specifically 3 types: water, soil, and noise, for example, or air, for example. It's up to you. And then you combine them all together again by restating the thesis. Say it again in other words. And we're going to read now one essay, one short essay, and we will see how the writer restated the thesis leading paragraph. Now, and then give a bit of advice, reflection, solution. If you are discussing a problem like solution, that is the solution phenomena in our society, this is a problem. Okay? If you're discussing a problem, you can provide solution in the end. Yes. Exactly. It's about 50 paragraphs, but not for next week. For next week, I want you now to think about, one only extended body paragraph. And later on, for the following week, you're going to revisit. You're going to consider the first essay as a draft. You're going to revisit this draft again and expand these ideas about how to. I want you to choose any how to, anything with several steps. How to make a cake. What are the preparation stage? What are the actual cooking stage? And what are or what should be done for the serving stage? So what should be done here in first stage, second stage, and third stage. But as a first essay, you're going to combine all these stages in one paragraph. And then expand these stages into next week for into one paragraph. So you're going to describe the whole process from A to Z in one body paragraph. Then you're going to search more, you're going to read more about this process that you have chosen, and then expand it into 3 body paragraphs. Easy? Okay, so now let's start our book. Okay, let's go to our Effective Academic Writing 3, Unit 1, page 2. Okay. Academic writing 3. Here we're going to focus on our outcome of this course, which is being able to write 5 paragraph essays. This book consists of 6 units. Each unit is divided into 5 parts. In each unit we're going to start with simulating ideas. Simulating ideas is an open discussion, like brainstorming. When you generate and exchange ideas together with your friends, so you can complete each other. So it's a kind of writing. Oral, of course, it's going to be done orally, but you can take notes while this stage. So the writing here is taking notes. We're going to simulate ideas. We're going to brainstorm together. And while brainstorming, you need to take notes. Write these ideas together. So think about it at home and come the following session with a whole essay, 5 paragraph essay about what we have. This is done in the first or during the first lecture. And also we're going to do this part, developing the 5 paragraph essay. Now we're going to write the outline here. We're going on each, or when we study each unit, we're going to study the first 2 parts here together, and we're going to write the notes for the ideas generated during discussion, and we're going to write the outline here. And there is a space in your book, because that's why you need to read your book, because it's textbook. Okay? We're going to write this, we're going to write the outline here. And then on the next week, when you write the whole essay at home, we come here to try to see, read your essay and see how you succeeded in achieving unity and coherence in your essay, and we start editing your writing. And of course, what we study on part 3 and 4 is mainly about language function and structure. Okay? Including all mechanics of writing and punctuations and spelling, even spelling counts. Okay? Part 5 of each unit is putting it all together. It's like workbook. This is the workbook of the book. Okay? Of course, on the course guide on the LMS, you will find several links. On the LMS, you will find the course guide. When you open this course guide to read it, you will find online resources, several links as online resources. You can for more practice. But we have also this part 5 as a workbook to do as self-study. Yes, we are going to meet weekly for a workshop in this classroom from 9 to 11 each Tuesday. It's not compulsory. Your attendance is optional. This is if you have done this part and if you have written your essay and you want more explanation, you want me to get feedback about what you have written earlier in the lecture, you can come and we can take the homework together. Okay? This is going to be every Tuesday from 9 to 11, starting from next Tuesday. Okay? I'll see you. So now let's start by our definition. What is academic writing? From what we have discussed, what's academic writing? It's formal, It's type of writing that is, or it's a prose that is needed by whom? By you. It's by you. Okay? It's type of writing needed by you. Why? For your academic studies. Okay? No, for your academic studies. Okay? So, usually, university students and researchers need to convey their knowledge or the information that they have learned in a form of an essay. Okay? That's why we need to write academic writing. What are the features? Again, we have said that your writing should be precise. Precise means to the point. What's to the point? Avoid irrelevant sentences. Keep irrelevant pieces of information. Okay? And also, it should be formal. It should be formal. How to keep formal style. Avoid something words. Exactly. Avoid using words that is suitable for chatting. Avoid talking about ourselves. Good one. What else? Tell me. Writing essays or sorry? Excellent. The tone of writing. Writing has a tone? Yes, writing has a tone. The word, the type of word, the words you choose. Right? This gives the reader that tone. Is it a formal tone or is it an informal tone? For example, vocabulary items. Vocabulary items for the academic writing should be sophisticated, should be complicated, not simple vocabulary items that we use every day in our speech. Okay? Also, it has to be impersonal. Like what you have just mentioned. You said, don't talk about yourself. Don't include your opinion from the very beginning. No, it has to be impersonal. You have to write, not in general, you have to be neutral. Okay? That's why you have to be objective, not subjective. Suppose you're writing an argumentative essay about different phenomena or about advantage and disadvantage of a certain case or a certain phenomena. Don't take a position from the very beginning. You have to be neutral. You have to avoid bias. You have to state what the supporters for this idea are saying and what the opponents are saying, and then come up with your own analysis for maybe their own saying. This is how to be objective. Okay, if you have this question, what do you think of, or what's your idea about? This is what we call reflection essay. This is what we're going to talk about, how to write your own reflection. Okay, but not in the first 3 years. So if we look at that now, you have pictures similar to these. Tell me, what kind of writing are the students practicing in these pictures? They are writing what? Yes, please. suggestion, advice, a piece of advice, solution in that conclusion. But throughout the body diagram, you have to be objective, impersonal. You have to avoid bias. You have to be neutral in your reciting the information. When you recite the information that you have gathered, you should be neutral. Okay? But in the concluding paragraph, as I said, you're going to paraphrase the main thesis or the main idea or the main theme of the whole essay mentioned in the thesis, and you're going to summarize what you have discussed, giving your own recommendations, piece of advice, solutions, reflections, all. Okay? So now, let's look at the book again and tell me what type of writing the students or these people are practicing now. What type of writing? The first one, maybe they are writing for an exam with one, huh? And what type? If they are writing in class, taking notes, or taking an exam, what type of writing? Academic writing. Excellent. Second one. Maybe he's studying. Maybe he's writing letters. Maybe he's reading or trying to read. And this is what we call it's personal. Okay, it can be personal writing or it can be writing for academic purposes. Okay, so and here she's searching or chatting or studying. Why not? We don't know. So again, we have here more than one type of writing: academic writing and personal writing. So tell me, which one of these types of writing have you experienced, and when and where do you like to write, and what do you like to write exactly? What are the different types of writing that you write? Who can start? I want you all to tell me.
Academic writing. Yes.
When and where?
In the school, in the college. At college, where and when do you like it? And they asked me in the exam.
And what are the different kinds of writing you do except you don't write any other kinds?
No, maybe personal writing, just like a letter or writing.
Okay, 12. Yes, please. Maybe
sometime when my work needs like
for workplace, this is technical writing.
yeah, but not academic. Academic for here in college, most of the time. Yeah.
Well, that's it. So, if we look to this comparison between personal writing and academic writing, you will see that in personal writing we start with I. But in academic writing, we don't start with I. We use the third person or we use one. One can say, most people, all people. Okay, we don't use the I pronoun. Okay, we use the third pronoun. Also here, we talk about personal stories. essay. Here we talk about facts and evidence. Okay? Here we talk, we use simple vocabulary items. Suppose you're writing a journal. If you're writing daily journal, okay? It's normal, and you use simple vocabulary items. But if you're writing for academic purposes or for your course, you use sophisticated vocabulary. Of course, here we express our feelings from the very beginning till the end. Here we have to provide evidence. Whatever you're saying should be supported. Okay. So now, these are the different points that we're going to study this semester. We're going to start with explain the process. This is how to explain a process, what they call process analysis. And we're going to explain a cause and effect. This is the second point, how to talk about cause and effect. For example, what are the causes of divorce among young couples? This is a phenomenon that we have noticed recently in our society. You are going to search about different causes for this, and you can talk about the results, the effects as well. Okay? The causes, not necessarily talking about solutions. This can be in the conclusion, but you're going to search about what are the reasons for this high ratio of divorce among young couples, and what are the effects on children, on family, on your own, your personality, your own life, all of these. So we're going to study this as well. And doing this, we're going to compare and contrast between ideas, compare and contrast between reasons and effects, causes and effects, and all of this. Also, we're going to start to study how to write argumentative essay and be persuasive, as I told you. And in all things, you're going to narrate. You're going to tell by giving a brief history about the topic of discussion, or saying and tell an anecdote. Sometimes you can support your body paragraph by saying an anecdote or a story. Okay, all of these. Giving examples, all of these. So this is what we're going to study in detail. Our process that you're going to start is preparing for your homework. You're going to prepare by analyzing the question. What is the question? Choose any process. Your question is like a process analysis essay. Choose any process and start writing about it. So first, you need to analyze the question and think about what process I'm going to write about. When you decide which process exactly you're going to choose, you start researching. You start your research by reading closely about that or what's relevant for the topic that you have chosen or the process that you have chosen. And then start narrowing, start to be selective. Select what is relevant to your topic. And start learning by being merciful. How you're going to be merciful and tolerate your mistakes by saying, what I'm writing is a draft. I'm going to write an outline and a plan for my writing, and I'm going to draft. I'm going to draft this. Consider this as draft. That's why I'm telling you, you're going to visit. Again, revisit the essay for adding more information. That's why you need to go and search more, to bring more ideas and expand your writing until you achieve the final version of a good, effective essay after editing and proofreading. Okay? So, the short essay that we have here on page 3, we're going to read it now, and we will see that it consists of introduction, body paragraph, and conclusion. Here we have only one paragraph. Who's going to read the introduction? This essay consists of introduction, body paragraph, and conclusion. Yes, please.
Essay essential for students
your assessment is going to be about your ability or to assess your ability to analyze. Okay, so on every session, we're going to read an essay from the book here, and we're going to start answering some questions to analyze the essay. So here, let's start by analyzing this introduction. By answering these questions, if we're going to underline the thesis statement in the introduction, tell me then, why is that thesis? So first, you're going to underline the thesis in the introductory paragraph. And then you're going to tell us why this is the thesis of the whole essay. Okay? So where is the thesis? Yes, please. Read it again.
How to write.
Where is the sentence for the thesis? Where is it?
How to write.
How to write? The first sentence? What's the nature of the first sentence? The first sentence.
Essential for students who are.
So this is what we call hook. This is what we call a hook. Why is a hook? It grabs the reader's attention, especially if you are a college student. Now, since we are all college students, now we are all interested in continue reading the essay. So,
Improve writing. How to write.
No. Actually, here on the following sentences, the author is giving us his reason why he's writing about this topic. This is what we call background information. After the hook, after the guiding sentence that grabs the reader's attention, you should give what we call background information. Why have you decided to write about this topic? So the following sentences she has just read is telling us reasons. Can you see who can read the sentence where he gives a reason? The writer here is essential content. This is the hook. The first sentence. This is the hook. To improve his writing by saying what he's giving us the reason why he wants to be a good academic writer. Yes, please. Most professors require to teach. Most professors require to teach from research papers, reports on what you have learned. So this is why he decided to write about this topic. This is why he decided to research or search for information about how to become a good academic writer. So this is a good background information because it tells the reader, we are the reader, why he's writing about this. And then he writes two more sentences reflecting on what or focusing on what? Excellent. His experience. Exactly. His own experience. Okay? Now where is the thesis? Now we come to the thesis. Where is the thesis? Excellent. Okay?
To achieve this goal, I focused on 3 points: the content of an essay, correct grammar, and advanced level vocabulary.
Okay. So here, as you can see, this is the thesis. Okay? To achieve this goal refers to what? This goal refers to what? To be a good academic writer. Excellent, bravo. Okay? So, to achieve this goal, this is the main theme of the whole essay. the main topic, the main theme of the whole essay. I focused on 3 points. The concept of an essay. This is the first idea, the first controlling idea in the thesis. We said a good starting sentence, we should contain the controlling ideas, what you're going to talk about in detail. So this is the first controlling idea, this is the first detail that we're going to discuss, which is the concept of the essay. Then, correct grammar. Then, and advanced level of vocabulary. Okay? So this is the thesis. Why? Because it is the thesis of the essay, because it states what the entire essay is about. Okay? So this is how to answer these analytical questions. And the expected on each session, we're going to read an essay and we're going to analyze it by answering questions like this, and this is going to be part of your assessment. Okay? Now we come to the second paragraph. What's the name of the second paragraph in this essay? It's a body paragraph. Exactly. The body paragraph. Who's going to read the body paragraph?
For college, writing was different from the writing at mainly about my family, childhood, and friends. Writing on a and familiar with, such as reacting to a piece of literature or writing about the community. Therefore, the most important thing for me was to understand the assigned topics before attempting my first draft.
So, as you can see, this is the first detail. Okay, this is the discussion for the first detail, which is about, he's talking about what? Not right? About what? His experience with college and what he used to write. So he's talking about the content of the essay. He's talking about the content of the essay. Okay? He used to write about everyday topics. Childhood, family, friends. But now, when he's a college student, he is required to write community, phenomenon, literatures, all of these. So he's drawing a comparison. One way of writing, to draw a comparison. What you used to do and what is happening now. And the main detail he's discussing here is the content of that essay. Moreover, this is a transition to move to another detail. Who's going to read the second detail?
Moreover, I realized that I had to improve my understanding of grammar in order to write for college. Consequently, I made grammar my second priority. I reviewed the basic grammatical structures such as subjects and verbs, and checked all my work for verb tense, consistency, and punctuation. Lastly, because I was accustomed to writing letters.
Before we move to lastly, okay, this idea, after moreover, is discussing what? Grammar. The importance of writing effectively by using correct grammar. Okay, then he is moving to the third detail by saying lastly. Excellent. Who's going to read the last detail? Yes, please.
Lastly, because I was accustomed to write letters and
form of essay, I usually wrote the way I spoke with my family and friends. I soon realized that academic writing required a much more sophisticated vocabulary, thus I bought a new dictionary and thesaurus to help expand my vocabulary.
Okay. So, see, he's talking about what here? Expand vocabulary. Excellent. By using dictionary, thesaurus, and all. Okay. Now we come to the third part of an essay, or of this short essay, which is conclusion. Who's going to read the conclusion?
Academic writing requires critical thinking skill and understanding of the topic, high-level vocabulary and correct grammar.
Go back to the analytical questions for this essay. The second question asks you to underline the topic sentence of the body paragraph. So, where is the topic sentence of this body paragraph? And tell me what makes it the topic sentence. Where is the topic sentence for this body paragraph? Okay, I want you to read it, underline it. Underline the whole topic sentence of the body paragraph. Where? No. Body paragraph. Talk about the body paragraph.
Therefore, the most important thing for me was to understand the assigned topic.
No, this is giving details. A topic sentence gives main idea, general idea of the whole paragraph, not details.
As soon as I started to write for college, I realized that college writing was different from the writing I was used to do.
Excellent. This is the topic sentence for the body paragraph. Why? Because it states the general idea or the main idea of this body paragraph. He's telling us, I'm going to draw a comparison between the writing I used to do and the writing required from me now. And this is what he specifically wrote about in the details. Why not? Okay, so he says, as soon as I started to write for college, I realized that college writing was different from the writing I would used to do. That's why he's drawing a comparison between the content of the topic that he used to write, for example, in high school or before college, and the content required from him now. He drew a comparison between grammatical structure, simple grammatical rules that he used to write or we used to use, but now he needs to be aware of all grammatical structure and master of them to be able to produce an effective piece of writing. Also, he drew a comparison between the vocabulary items he used with his friends in letters and chatting and all this, and now the vocabulary items that should be sophisticated for his assignments, like a piece of book, a piece of literature, all of this. Okay? So, this is a good topic sentence because it tells us that the writer is going to compare about the comparison between what has been done before and what is required now or what he needs to do later on as a policy. Then we come to the third question. All these questions on page 4. All these questions on page 4. Okay? We answered number 1 and 2, and now we're going to answer question 3. In what way do the details in the body paragraph support the topic? How? How does the details mentioned by the writer support the topic sentence? Actually, I answered. Yes.
his experience when he started in college. Then he between before and it's very
details, yeah. More examples. This is how you support your body paragraph. When you write your body paragraph, you should decide on a specific topic that maintain the idea of this paragraph, and all your sentences, all your details should be relevant to this topic by giving more explanation, more examples, anecdotes, facts. Okay? Then the last question. In what way does the conclusion complete the essay? In what way? How did the conclusion complete the essay? Or how does it complete the essay now? It completes the essay by doing what?
Solution and advising if you want to read.
A good conclusion of an essay should do what? Should refer back or restate the thesis. Okay? So we need to find the restatement of the thesis in this conclusion, and we need to see how this writer closed his essay. So you think he's giving us solution where it will be needed? Did he mention critical thinking skills before? No. So he now is coming into a closure. He's coming into what we call his conclusion. Conclusion means what he has deduced. He figures out, after all discussion, he concluded that to be a good academic writer, it requires critical thinking skills. That's why he is closing by giving his own reflection, what he figures out by himself. Okay, by saying this academic writing requires critical thinking skills. This is his own reflection. Either how? By saying
yes.
Where is the sentence that restates the thesis? Where? The same sentence contains the restatement. He started his first sentence of the paragraph by saying his own reflection, his own conclusion, what he come up with.
Then he says high-level vocabulary and correct grammar. He should understanding.
So, and then he says understanding the topic, understanding the content of the topic, and then correct vocabulary and correct grammar and complicated vocabulary. So again, he's repeating the thesis. And finally, he's closing by mentioning what? Okay, he's reflecting on his own experience, personal experience by saying he's reflecting on his own experience by saying now, after going through all these stages, I'm happy and proud of my writing now. So this is how to write what conclusion. So let's revise. Introduction. Any introduction should contain at least. Any introduction should contain at least 3 sentences. What are these? 3 sentences. What are these? Hook. Excellent. Background, which states the reason for writing this, or give a brief history ahead about this topic under discussion, and topic sentence. So your background can be more than 1 sentence, but at least you have to write 3 sentences in that introduction. Your background can be 3 sentences. So in addition to the book and the thesis, your introduction can be 5 sentences. Okay? Your body paragraph One paragraph in general should contain topic, details which are supporting, and concluding sentence. Supporting sentences that can be more than one, and conclusion. And so we support by giving examples and more facts and more details. In the conclusion at least should consist of 2 sentences. At least, you can write more, but at least your conclusion should contain, which are restatement of the thesis and advice or experience or reflection or solution or suggestion. Okay? Now let's move to your outline. Okay? I want you now, okay, here is the answer. I want you now to start thinking about your essay, your short essay for next week, your assignment for this week. I want you now to start your outline. Think about what's the thesis, what are the ideas that you're going to develop, and what's the topic sentence and the concluding sentence. Just at least 3 sentences now. The thesis, the topic sentence of your body paragraph, and the restatement with a piece of advice or reflection or yeah. Now, 10 minutes. Write an outline now. Outline about your homework, any process. How to make friends, how to raise kids, how to keep fit, how to be healthy, how to choose a major in your college, how to any how to. It's up to you. Okay? I want you to find it. Any how to. How to make a cake, if you would like to. How to choose a husband. This would be a very interesting one. The criteria, of course. How to, the process. I need process, okay? Just 3 sentences. What's the thesis that you're going to write about, and what's the topic sentence for the paragraph, and how you are going to end this. Are you going to give a piece of advice, recommendation, suggestion, solution? It's up to you. Topic sentence. I want you to write the topic sentence of the body paragraph. The thesis, I want you to write the whole thesis, and the topic sentence of a body paragraph, and one body paragraph, and the then we'll take that. We'll take that penalty. Okay. This is, you're going to write the whole outline at home, but now we're going just to brainstorm what you're going to write about, simulate some ideas, and then you're going to transfer this outline into a 3-paragraph. This is short essay. And if you look at page 5, you will see how the writer managed to expand this idea about how to become an academic writer or an academic writer. If you read the essay on page 5, you will see how he expanded the same idea, the same details, with more explanation and examples into 5-paragraph essay, not only short 3-paragraph essay. Okay? And this is what you're going to do, but not for this week. For this week, I just want you to read more about the topic that you have decided upon. I want you to research. I want you to start writing at least your introduction and conclusion, because the same introduction, the same conclusion is going to be repeated in your next essay, the 5-paragraph. Okay? Yes. I want now the thesis, the topic sentence, and the conclusion, and what you're going to conclude. How are you going to? No, just a sentence containing the thesis, the idea of the thesis, the topic sentence of your paragraph, and the conclusion. Okay, Edith, please. Okay, let's listen to her.
Keeping healthy and fit is very important for your body. Everybody should do exercises every day and eat healthy food. If you want to keep fit, you can do that if you have a strong leg.
Okay, so this is actually her own introduction. This is an excellent introduction. Her first sentence is a catchy one. Then she gave her reason why she's writing about keeping fit, and she started about the first way, or the first step of getting healthy is by
doing exercise and eat.
By doing so, she's going to talk about doing exercises and eating healthy food. Okay, so these are the 2 ideas that she's going to discuss in the body paragraph. Which one? What's your conclusion? What do you think? How do you think you're going to conclude this paragraph? By giving what?
By giving example of that.
Example. This is detail.
Do exercise and eat healthy.
Okay, so she's going to paraphrase again, restate what she has mentioned or what she has discussed in detail by giving exercise, by giving examples about exercising and eating healthy. Another one. You can start with a question.
Like imagine if blah blah blah. Okay, so.
At least 3 ideas. Okay? Why at least 3 ideas in your thesis? To help you understand going to talk about emotional reasons, emotional reasons, physical reasons, good one. Try to think about by being healthy, by being emotionally balanced, and physically well. Good example. Okay.
Such as in social life, having a family and settle down, and how many kids they want, and in their career, how to having an academic degree to improve themselves, and to achieve that, it have to many steps to arrange, and what's most important. It's to reach the goals better than stay still.
Okay, good one. So, talk about actualization. How to achieve yourself. Steps or stages or different reasons for or different ways of achieving yourself. Good one. Thank you.
How to be a millionaire?
Yes, this is good. We're all ears.
We have two important ways. We can save money at home. Yeah. And we can put them in a bank account. And we should, at the end,
And we can invest. What about investing?
yeah. No, I have one. You have to make a personal work to keep the money moving. This one is fantastic.
Very good. Okay. Of course, as I told you, stating more ideas. Okay? You're going to write the outline in detail. You're going to transfer this outline into at least three paragraphs now, introduction. And keep in mind to talk about three elements. So these three elements are going to be expanded later on. Okay? The same topic. It's going to be the same topic but with more details, more expansion. That's why when you start now, keep in mind at least three ideas. No, it's not that. Okay, the TMA, yes, the TMA is going to be similar to this, okay? But not the same topic. We're practicing, yes, we will have it, okay? We were practicing how to write.
Summer holiday. Summer holidays. For most of us. Conclusion, it really changed our lives in a useful way.
And the steps that you're going to discuss choosing a perfect spot for you. So this is the end of this lecture now. Okay, as I told you, you're going to write your short essay. Okay, this is your first assignment. You're going to read the extended version of the essay that we have read together today on page 5. And next time there is a workshop on Tuesday before our class on Thursday. So you can come to the workshop if you do the homework, write your outline and essay. You can come to the workshop on Tuesday, and then we meet on our regular time Thursday here. Okay? Any questions? Okay, thank you. Would you please come for attendance? The workshop here, up to now here.